I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. My daughter has a mouse in her room.
What? When did this happen?
So we've had this we have wood siding. Well, It's brick in the front, but in the back and the sides, it's a wood siding. And, we discussed that I had the woodpecker issue a couple weeks back, and I had to put like tinfoil out to get, and the woodpecker never came back after that.
That's good.
But on the back patio, where the siding goes all the way down to the concrete patio, I found this little hole area in the wood where apparently a mouse has been coming in. And I mentioned also that at the last Christmas when we had the mice in the closet, because I put the kids' Christmas candy in our closet, and then the mice came in and found it and ate it, and I just had it in a Walmart bag.
Right.
We haven't had any mice since. We set traps, we killed them, they didn't come back. That was last December.
Right.
Just the other night, Jilly notices that she has mouse poop in her room.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, I'll go get the traps back. So I went and I got the traps, and I reset them, and I put fresh cheese in them, and I went and put them in the room. We went and checked the traps today. Or actually, Jilly came out. She came home from school. She checked them. Then she comes back. She goes, Dad. And I said, yeah. She goes, the traps haven't gone off, but all of the cheese is gone.
Oh, smart mouse.
And it was like, okay, so when we set these traps last December, I mean, literally it was like within an hour we caught one, and then caught another one, and then I don't know if we caught a third one or not. Anyway, these traps, I put them out on, like maybe it was yesterday afternoon. Right. But then so the mouse got in, got the cheese out of them. And these are you have to to get the piece of cheese out of it, you have to lift this little lever, which then triggers the trap to close on it. And this is a smart mouse, obviously, because it got cheese out of 3 traps. And last year we had no problems catching them 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, we're done. We're done with mice. Apparently that can get cheese out and not trigger the lever that, I don't know. Yes. So my daughter has a mouse, and it's Mars. Just in her room. There's no other signs of mouse activity in any other room in the house, just hers. This is an ongoing, hopefully by next week we'll have a resolution.
I hope so.
Anyway, so I did take a piece of wood, and I went to the wood siding, and I cut a piece and put it in, and put a new piece in, and blocked that hole off where the hole was where we think the mice were coming in. Right. I don't know. We'll see if that helps also, but I did take care of that as well this week.
Handyman project.
It was another, because this was one of those projects I was going to talk to Merle about, and then I'm like, well, no, I just need to do it because it's like wood siding, and I just needed him to cut some wood and but I went ahead and just did it because I'm like, I need to not have mice in my house.
Exactly.
And not have
someone told that mouse about some candy, and
and
back
said,
looking.
Oh, hey, we're getting close to the holiday season again.
This is when the candy appeared.
Let's come back and try to get some. Yum. Okay, so update on the housework next door to me that's been keeping me up for now 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, sleepless.
So luckily,
in Winchester.
My wife, bless her heart, and I'm not a religious person, bless her. Every morning she brings my son's white noise machine into our room, and we have a white noise machine, but she brings a second one in so it's louder, and it washes it out so I can sleep. And she does this for me every morning.
That's
nice. And I've actually been able to get sleep because I'm not hearing the pump, pump, pump.
You sound a little fresher today.
A little, but I'm still a little worn down. Well, last night I did my ice plunge too, which I hadn't done in almost 2 weeks. So oh my gosh, last night I got home from work because I cleaned the ice pod yesterday, and luckily it wasn't bad. I hadn't done it in almost 2 weeks, but then I opened it up and I'm fearing it's going to be I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, but I drained it and cleaned it out and did all that stuff. Put the new water in yesterday before I went to work. Came home from work last night and was so excited. I immediately jumped in the shower, took a shower, went and did my ice plunge. And I'm sitting in my chair playing video games, and not even 30 minutes later, I can barely hold my eyes open.
Oh, because you were just relaxed.
Because it just completely reboots.
Yeah.
And I hadn't done it. And I'm like, oh, I missed this. And immediately it was just signing off, going to bed. Yay. And I slept like a rock. And when I woke up, I actually woke up at 11:30 today, which is a record for me.
Oh, wow.
Because I normally don't get up until noon to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it was like 11:30. I'm like, well, I got to go to Costco, and okay, let's get up and do it. And I was like rested. And like, so
Wow.
I'm excited to do my ice plunge
And you went
again
to
and get that back in my
Costco on
routine.
Thanksgiving week. What
Oh
the
my
hell are you
gosh.
thinking?
Okay. Yeah. So the Costco trip. Oh, well, hold on. So
yeah,
we'll get to Costco
sorry.
in a second.
Right.
Well, no, we can segue to that. That's fine. Went to Costco today. Yeah. 2 days before the big holiday.
Ugh.
And I'm like, and I've done it before and it just wasn't this bad. And I pull into the road to turn into Costco, and I'm like, I immediately regret this decision.
You texted me once you got in the parking lot, right?
Once I found a spot in the parking lot,
yes.
because I had to wait in line for people to leave for the cars to get in into spots, because every spot was literally filled in the Winchester Costco parking lot. And you've been to that parking lot
Oh,
all the way out.
huge.
Yes, front side, everywhere.
The Costco parking
People were
lots are
parking
like
over
that,
in the
but-
tire center parking. I mean, it was
my
like
gosh.
every place. So I finally get parked and I get in and I'm walking in and telling Dave, and I'm like, yeah, I texted him and said, I immediately regret this decision. I said, wish me luck. And he's like, luck.
Yeah,
I was
good
in
luck,
and out
man. I'm telling you.
in 25 minutes.
Well, you knew what you wanted.
I did. I had a list, and which I always have a list. I don't just go and like peruse.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like when I'm in, I go
exactly.
to Costco. I know what I'm going
Yeah.
for. And I know where everything is and the layout of the store and all that stuff. So I go in and I'm walking down, that first aisle, where the TVs are and stuff, and then down that back side towards the bakery area.
Right.
And there's not a lot of people. Like, I'm like, I've seen it busier on, like, where are all the people?
Well, it
And
could have been in
I'm like, okay,
waves,
well,
right?
let's go get, maybe I just hit like the
Everybody
wave
rushing
of,
to
yeah,
the registers at
I
point.
don't know.
It could have
So
been.
I go over through the bakery, get that stuff. I get the pumpkin pie. I get the cheesecake. I get, I'm like, all right, cool. Got everything. And I make my way back up to the front, and I'm going up to the front. And I'm like, well, the line doesn't seem that long. I mean, it's, probably 5-6 carts back from where it then splits off to get into a line. But I've
Right.
seen that before. That wasn't terrible. And I'm looking around going, up to this point, like, where is everybody for the parking lot to be this packed? Where are they? And then like I get up to the registers and like, yeah, they literally have every register and every line open, and there's a line, 5-6 carts deep, and even self-checkouts backed up. And I was like, okay, so everybody's just log jammed right here at the checkout to get out.
Okay.
Because they've
There's
obviously
the
been here.
bottleneck,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so, and I'm in this line, and I actually, everybody goes up, from that one aisle, and then they all split off to the different registers. I just stayed straight to the one that was straight ahead of me, because I peeked around and I looked, I'm like, okay, that cart's not too full.
Right,
That cart's
right.
not too full. And
This
that
guy's
cart's
just got a pizza.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I think, or somebody that has like 3 pumpkin pies.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then
and that was
wreath
it,
or
and a
something.
thing of
yeah,
waters, and that was
exactly.
it,
Or
right?
yeah, it wasn't like a lot. I'm like, okay, this is a good line. So I'm in line, and it's going pretty quick. And then 2 people in front of me, this woman, she gets her stuff all rang up, and then she pulls out her checkbook and starts writing a check.
Oh my goodness.
And so, which prompted me to ask, because you had joked before that your mom still writes checks for things.
She does.
So
yes. Has
when you guys
cash,
go to
too.
Costco, does she,
No, she
pay
pulls
by
out
check?
the card. She pulls out the card.
Okay.
She's all good.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
she's
Oh my
moved.
gosh. Well,
She's
good.
evolved.
I good. I
Yes.
can't say anything bad about Nancy then,
She
because now
evolved.
she has my phone number. She could
She
call
does
me
have
and
cash
be like,
though, so
"Burn,
just yeah,
damn you."
she's still
Yeah.
in the cash mode, but yeah, she
Which
does.
is fine. Cash is fine.
she
It's fine.
says-
But the fact that this woman pulls out her checkbook and writes a check, and the cashier, it's this young guy who looks like he's barely 18, and he's just like, now I have to go through and get it all approved,
Right.
because like nobody
Manager.
writes checks
Yes.
anymore. So you have to get check approval. Like it's, 1982 J.C. Penney's,
Someone's gotta
or someone's
initial it,
got
right?
a manager's got to sign off on it, and they
Yes.
got to call it in to make sure. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got behind that. That's
yeah.
perfect.
And that was the woman with the 3 pumpkin pies. And I'm like, you're writing the check for three
pies.
3 pies that are $5.99 each.
You
Are
got your
serious?
money
You
where
don't-
it
you don't-
is.
I'll
I
give
mean,
you the
she didn't have the
$20 if
card.
you just give him the $20 and pay and go.
Just go. Right.
Like, right? Here's $20. Pies are on me. Go. Move.
right.
It was. I wasn't that. I wasn't that impatient.
It wasn't
But
that
then when I got up there, I said to the guy, the look on his face, like he was already been done for days, and I just said, "How you doing?" He goes, And I said, "I hear you." I said, "Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it." And I was nice and polite, and trying to smile and laugh and stuff. And he was like, "Cool. Have a good day." I was like, "You too, man. Take it easy." And he's like, "I will. I will." And it was like talking him off the cliff.
Right,
Like
right.
he was ready to just like kill himself because like, I work at Costco in the checkout lane. Kill me.
Right.
So I go over and get a piece of pizza and a soda, and I make my way out. And even the wait to get checked out at the door when they check your receipt wasn't bad. It was like 1 or 2 carts, and then I walk around and they had 2 people, and I'm like, the backup was at the cash register, at the registers to check out and pay, and not in the rest of it was just really weird. And I said to the woman there, I said, it's surprisingly really not that busy. She goes, oh, you should have been here yesterday. It was crazy. And I'm
Monday?
like, really? On
Really?
a Monday? And I'm like, I get Monday before a holiday. So
they had to pack up all the food and take it with them on the travel day, which was Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. So people that got it early to leave, because there were a lot of people that left. Yeah. So luckily it was, I was in and out in 25 minutes, and I was like, it was a pleasure. I love Costco. I love going to Costco. I love just going in Costco and just being there. My wife hates it.
Really?
She will not go.
Oh, mine won't either.
It's just, I don't know if it's like an intimidation thing.
I don't have any problem with it. I know it's got to get done.
There's just like too much going on, and she's like, there's too much stuff, and there's too much, and I'm like,
no, we're animals of consumerism. So
absolutely,
we'd spend if we needed to spend. So it's kind of that we were helping the economy. Look at it that way.
Got my Costco trip, and we got our pies and all that stuff, and we're all good. And then early Black Friday sales have started.
Yes.
And I've already bought a couple things for the kids.
Right. It's no longer Black Friday. It's Black Friday week.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, then there were actually Black Friday deals like 2 weeks ago, like on a Friday or something. It was like, ooh, early Black Fridays. And I'm just like, it just takes away from even having a purpose anymore.
Right.
It's like, now we're just going to put stuff on super sale.
Yeah.
But it's going to be all month long for November.
Right.
Going into December.
Yeah. It's not pulling the excitement.
Remember when they used to have the doorbuster deals, and the people it was like, oh my
5 a.m.
God, here's a
5 a.m. Our doors are going to open, and it's going to be
a 32-inch flat screen for $1,
but only 12 of them.
And there's only 12 available.
Yes. So he's screaming in there and grabbing a TV.
And they don't do that stuff anymore.
No, I don't
think
they need to, right?
And my wife wants a certain item for Christmas that is, I hope, it's not too hard to find. And I'm going to go, it's only available at Target. It's a Target exclusive.
It's not a
on
Furby,
Black Friday. It's not a Furby. It's actually the Taylor Swift Eras tour book.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, I heard
it's hardbound, right? Like an professional photographer from the tour and all this stuff, and it's the book for and so that's what she wants, and it's like $40, and it's only available at Target, and it goes on sale on Black Friday, and I'm like,
good luck.
Okay, so Target and Walmart, Best Buy, all those places used to like open up at midnight, and then since COVID, they now have gone back to just no, they're not open all night long. They open at 6 a.m. again,
right?
And I'm just like, F me,
yeah.
Are you serious? I'm already up all night anyway. At midnight, I could be there.
Fine.
I'd have no problems at midnight. I stand in
right?
line and get. I've done the midnight Black Friday shopping at Target before, and come home at 2:30 in the morning with a van full of
You were wide awake anyway.
Absolutely, that's my hours, babe.
You were
that's my hours.
So yeah,
6 a.m. Fucking 6 a.m. I told that to my wife today. She goes, well, I guess I'm going to go wait in line on Black Friday for a Taylor Swift book. I'm like, sorry.
Well, here's the money for it.
Here's the $40.
I'll be with you in spirit.
Right. Well, I'm sleeping. I'm literally 2 hours into my sleep.
Yes, exactly.
That's like telling somebody, they are opening at midnight. That's a day person that, or 2 a.m. or something.
Right,
that's
right. They get up before, like you're
right.
Your
and
wife.
It's just like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. So I got a couple things already Black Friday stuff, but that's
perfect. Well, you knocked those out, but that's good.
Which is good. Yeah, getting a couple of the bigger items.
Right.
Okay, so what was going on at your house?
Well, okay. Happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday, Nancy.
Sunday. We had dinner, and she had lasagna. Sydney made lasagna and tiramisu, and we had a whole big thing, and it was her birthday. So yeah, that was all good.
Happy birthday, Nancy.
And so
do you know where you're going here, Dave?
I'm trying.
I know I talked for the first 14 minutes.
I'm trying to pull this all together. I have absolutely no way.
Do you want to start over?
Segue
you don't want to spin it? Let's spin this back.
No, hey, this is how it is. This is what happens.
Okay. Happy birthday, Nancy.
Yay, happy birthday. So when, on that note, the pre-birthday, we decided Saturday we needed to go buy a car. We took the car in, found out that the transmission was shit.
Oh my gosh. And that's,
and the car
brand
is
new,
20 some years old.
$4,000, even if it's a used transmission.
It was $4,000.
Yeah, for a used one.
And that's just the part. Yeah. That wasn't even to get it into the car.
Yeah,
right?
It still cost. Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on now. So you're going to laugh because when we went, we said, well, we just need a new car. So we went out looking for the car. Friday, we found one online. We pre-approved. We did all the work.
Nice.
Right? We had the
easy peasy.
We had the number. the code, the stock number for the car, and we called Malloy at Winchester. He said, this is the car. It happens to be in Alexandria. You need to transfer it in, DX the car from Alexandria, have a driver drive it to there, and then it's ready for us to take a look at it.
Yeah.
We called. We gave them the number. They had the number. They found the car. They said, okay, when do you want to come in? We were Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. We'll be there. We got a ride.
Perfect.
I've got my car mom because she was in the biz. So she's going to, throw down some verbiage. We'll get it all straightened out, right? Don't ask for this. Don't do that, right?
But I don't want to pay for undercoating.
Thank you, right?
Right?
So
Okay.
we get there and guess what they don't have?
The car.
The damn freaking car. We told them Saturday we're coming in. Oh, well, we need you to sign that you're going to have it before we bring it into our inventory, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate
Why didn't they tell you that on the phone?
But yeah, and I told him, I'm coming to buy that car. That's the one I want. I'm pre-approved. I got everything ready to go.
Yeah.
That's what I told the dumbass. So unfortunately, they had to have it driven
We
from
don't
Alexandria,
math or English.
but their driver was in Winchester, so he had to drive out
to
there,
Alexandria and then
pick
come
up the
back.
car and drive it back. So what are we talking about? 6 hour, 3 hours actually.
That's probably almost 4 hours.
It was been 3 to 4 hours.
That's almost
round
4
trip.
hours.
And it was already like 1 o'clock. And we were like, God
Wow.
bless it. And we killed as much time as possible. We went to go get something to eat. We hung out at Hobby Lobby. We went to Home Goods. We bought a bunch of crap. And I'm just like, we did what we could. What is going on? And no, still wasn't there. And I said, well, I can't be in Winchester anymore. I got to go. So we left.
Bite your tongue.
nothing against Winchester. It was just
I know
that it was
what you're saying.
Saturday.
Yes, I know. And you want to go home because you thought you were going to be done with the car by now.
Saturday is awful.
Yeah.
That
During the
mall
day,
area
in the
and
evening,
all
it's
of
not
that,
bad,
it is chaos because there's just traffic everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got our ride back with my mom. She had driven us out because we didn't have a car. The car was at the dealership, so we actually went and then picked up the car, the one that was about to die.
The one with the dying turn.
Drive it home because we needed a car because she wasn't going to be available Sunday because we were going to be. It was her birthday, so I wasn't going to make her.
You're not going to
have
say,
to
"Hey,
do all
mom,
that on
come
my
buy
birthday.
a car with us."
Right, exactly, and waste
Which
her
I mean,
birthday
you shouldn't
day.
really have to take your mom to buy a car with you.
That's
But I know,
true,
I understand. She was in the business.
She
I
was,
know.
and that it's kind of a tie-in. So Sunday, not much of a problem. We had the paperwork. We got the car finally. It looks great. We were very excited about it. There was a couple minor issues. One, the car came originally from Michigan. Michigan doesn't have front license plates. So
there's no front license plate.
There was no
holder.
bracket.
And in
right?
Virginia, you have to have a front license
You got
plate.
a front plate. So we were like, okay, well, what do we need to do? And the guy was like, oh, we didn't do that on Saturday when the car came in. We'll just make an appointment for you to come back and get it done. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then we got home and realized that the code for our keyless entry thing, on the side of it, we didn't have it. And we were like, well, why didn't we get that? So I called. And on Monday, I set up an appointment. And the appointment was, oh, well, just bring the car out and we'll go ahead and put this in. And that was today.
Going to recode it?
Yeah.
With the new code?
With a new code.
For you guys.
Right.
Okay.
And put it on the plate. That's all I wanted.
They still
That's
put
all
the number thing
do.
on the door thing to get in?
Yeah,
they still
but
do
it's
that?
a little digital code. Yeah.
Oh.
Even though if I have my key in my pocket, I can just walk up to the car, put my hand on the handle, and it opens the damn door.
Because it knows
all
the
of this
keys there.
tech stuff. Okay, I went from horse and carriage to now an actual car because this car now
Welcome
has
to the
so
2000s,
many
Dave.
bells and whistles that I can't even believe it. In fact, we found one on the way home on Sunday when Lisa was working the seat and trying to adjust it to where she could get to it. She hit a button and it started massaging her.
Oh wow! I thought you were about to say ejector seat.
It threw her out of the car, and now I have to find a new Lisa. No, it was started
You have to
massaging,
find a new
and I was
Lisa
like,
on life?
holy crap! Yes, hey, good one.
It's a new Lisa on life.
A new Lisa on life. I was like, oh, that's so awesome, and hers started massaging. I was like, oh well, do I have it? It has a driver's side.
While you're driving, you're getting massaged.
Yes, I was getting butt and back massaging.
Did you have a happy ending?
I did not have that. That's not part of the deal, but
you never know. There might be another button under there.
We haven't found that one in the catalog yet.
That's the hidden secret button.
So today, it was a coordination effort of trying to figure out if I was going to be able to get there, get the car done. Do I need my mom to drive me up and then take me back home to drop the car off? They said it would only take an hour and a half.
Of course.
It's just the plate and figure out
and
the code.
putting a new code in, which literally they plug the little machine into it. It might even be wireless. They might be able to even go wireless, like into the
there's even
the computer
more
in the
I'll
car
tell you,
system.
there is even a better solution. So I get there 8:30 and I said, okay, well 8:30, it's just an hour and a half. I'll just hang out, right? I got my work on my phone. I can do all of my stuff. I'm okay. I'm okay for that moment.
You're all
an
gay?
hour and a half.
Sound like you said you're all gay.
I was all good. I was all okay.
I swear to God, it sounded like you said you were all gay.
I think I
was it
slurred
good
that
and
together.
okay to get?
Yeah, it was. It kind of was. Yes. They
I mean, if
caught
you
me.
need to come out to me, that's fine. You
I'm
can
all
tell
gay.
me.
It's all gay.
I accept you.
It was all gay.
Dave, I accept you any way you are.
I was
I do.
sitting there, and it's now. I dropped the car off at 8:30. It's now 9:30, and I went okay. And I look out the window, and the car hasn't moved. And I went, wait, it's like they said it was going to be an hour and a half. I checked it in at 8:30. Why haven't they taken the car back there? Well, supposedly the service group isn't the one that puts the plate on the front. It's the salespeople. And I'm like, why the hell is that a thing? And then why were the salespeople there taking the car? So I walked up to the service guy and I said, I've been here an hour. My car hasn't moved. And you told me it was going to be an hour and a half and I've got to go to work. So what the hell's going on? Oh, well, the salesperson this, salesperson that. And I said, well, what about the code? Like you guys haven't even worked on the code yet. Oh, well, we called Alexandria and they don't have the paperwork for the code. So we're trying to figure. And I'm like, oh, this is insane.
They're trying to figure out how to reset it.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out.
Oh my God.
The funny thing is that in the meantime, Lisa called Alexandria and asked about the code and said, we just bought this car. Here's the stock number. This is what we bought. Oh, okay. The Alexandria guy goes back, talks to his guy, and in 5 minutes comes back with a solution.
Oh, okay.
There's a YouTube video, and using the key fobs, you can find out the code, the master code, the factory code.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
And then once you have the factory code, you can punch it into the...
And then reset whatever code you want to be.
Add your own.
Yes.
You can add one. And I'm just like, this is insane. Why am I not getting a thing? I just want my car. So then now I think I might.
I would have just said, give me the damn license plate holder. See you later. I'll go put it on myself.
I may have lost it at this point because at this point I was like, you guys are just wasting my time.
Oh, you mean you yelled at the guy?
Not the service guy. The service guy, I go, okay,
the
you know
salesman?
what? Just give me my car. I said, just give me my car. And he goes, okay, well, hold on. I'll talk to the service. It talks to the service guy. The service guy comes into the service, the sales guy comes into the service guy, comes up to me and goes, oh, we're doing this and they've already taken it back. And I said, I just want my car. And he goes, okay. And he walks off. And then I'm waiting. And 10, 15 minutes later, I'm like, where's my damn car? So now I'm just stupid.
Yeah, stick him in the head.
Then I looked at the service guy and I'm sorry about your experience. I said, I don't care. Can I talk to the service manager? Is he through here? And he goes, yeah, it's right through there. So I walked into the showroom and the service guy the sales manager is at the desk. Yeah. But he doesn't acknowledge that I walked into the door. One of the salespersons walks up. Yeah, of course. Yeah. He walks up and he goes, can I help you? And I go, I just want my car. And he goes, well, what are we doing with it? And I said, you're not doing anything with it. Can I just have my damn
still
car?
Sitting there, it hasn't moved.
I just want my car. As they had already taken it back at that point.
Okay, they had.
Like within that 5 minutes when I complained the first time at 9:30, that's when they called.
They just moved it to
a back spot. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I just want my car. Can I have my car? He mumbles something to the service manager who's sitting right there, right in front of me, as close as you are to me, which is 5 feet. Not even 5 feet.
This is like 3 feet.
Yeah. Turns in the chair. Sir, we're trying to work on that and get you the code. And I go, you know what? At that point, I don't care. I just want my car. I just want to get out of here.
Right.
You guys have wasted my time. You haven't done anything. I just want my car. Okay. That is as heightened as I got just now. I can tell you right now, my next little explosion is, I'm going to describe it. It does not do it justice because I literally was so loud. Everybody in the showroom was now wondering what the hell is going on. I really got hot because now the guy goes, okay, well, we'll bring it around. And I go, fine. And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and there was nothing. And I was like, I got to get out of here. So I walked out the door and stood outside waiting for the thing. And it's still not there. And I went, okay, that's it. And I turned on my heels. And now I'm at that point where you get so mad, you're kind of shaky mad.
Oh, yeah.
You're like getting all adrenaline. You're like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was getting that kind of crazy. Yeah. And I was just like, I don't want to explode. These guys are just doing service. And it's not, they're just doing the job. I don't want to yell at them, but management needs to know that I'm not happy.
Oh, yeah.
So I turned on my heels, went towards the door, grabbed the door, but then guess what comes this way? My car.
Your car starts pulling up.
It starts pulling up.
Oh,
and I
my
went,
gosh.
God damn it. And I look at the car, and guess what isn't on the damn car?
The license plate
The license
holder.
plate holder. I was like,
So
you
they've
guys
done
had
nothing.
it for
Absolutely
nothing. Absolutely nothing. There weren't even
nothing.
holes drilled in it. Like, I would have been like, oh, well, they were putting it on. They drilled the holes. Here's the damn, nothing. There was nothing.
Oh, my God.
And they didn't even offer to like give me the damn thing or anything like that. So I was done. I grabbed the door, opened the door, walk in. I said, I need to speak to the service manager. Don't even talk to me. I'm standing there in front of the service manager. He is not facing me, and he's talking to another guy who's sitting at the desk. The guy who's sitting at the desk says, "Can we help you?" And the service guy knows. Or
What the
sorry,
hell's
these
going
are the
on?
sales guys. The
Yeah,
sales
sales
manager
guys. I'm following
the
you.
sales guy. He goes, what can we help you with? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. What
play
you
stupid
guys
with me,
had my
mister.
car for an hour and a half and you didn't do anything with it. Well, we were trying to get it done and we just got it. And I'm like, you've had it for an hour and a
been
half.
here
The
for-
sales guys didn't decide to come pick it up until then. So yeah, I was hot.
Oh,
I
my
was
gosh.
and
I
at
don't think
that
I've ever
point,
seen you
I
that
started
mad.
getting loud and he goes, there's no need to raise your voice and shout. And I said, fuck you. And I turn around and I'm walking out and the sales manager goes, well, we tried to help you. And I said, well, you did a fucking horrible job, and shut the door and walked out. And I get in the car and to not only just have a problem, they put that little number piece of paper with the number of the things. The window was open. I grabbed it. I threw it out the window in anger. So stupid. And I'm thinking back at that and I was like,
Steve
that's
Martin
just
in
dumb.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, he just got angry, and he shook it and
Yeah,
he just threw it out the
exactly.
window. And I was like, God
Threw it out the window.
damn it. And I was thinking back to that one. I was like, that is just dumb. I'm sure they were just laughing at that one. But it just is so frustrating because they're supposed to be, I just bought a car there.
Yeah, act like you care that I bought a car from you and paid you.
Don't tell me it's going to take an hour and a half and it takes 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So the
to put a license plate holder on and to get a code for the door.
They didn't even need that.
Right.
I could have done
Which
it
you
at
then
home.
found you could
which
redo it.
I did. And
reset
we
your
did
code.
it and got the damn code and changed it myself. Now we're just going to look in and have our guy, Robbie at Bridges, deal with it.
Oh, okay.
Screw the fuck. I don't
not
even
that
know.
hard. It's
So we're
literally-
burning our bridges because I have nowhere else to take a Ford now. Because the one in
you pissed off
Sterling got us crazy by having to take the car in 3 times, and that's the original car that we had.
Gotcha.
They didn't fix it after 3 times. Jerry's is
Jerry's Ford.
Yeah.
Swear.
makes it clear. Let the competition
Competition
beware.
beware. Oh, we just did an ad.
I know,
I hope
and we shouldn't have because
we should
they're
get- yeah.
completely clueless too. And then now Malloy and the closest one now is Front Royal or Pennsylvania. I'm gonna have to go to Pennsylvania. I don't have
No,
any
Front
clue.
Royal's like 20 minutes down the road.
It is, but I'm just saying once we burn that bridge.
The Front Royal Bridge, once
I'm
you
gonna
burn
have to
that one.
learn to take. I'm gonna have to learn to. You're
gonna have to migrate west.
Or, get your kid to help. Just get London to help.
Yeah,
us.
by then London will
Right?
be a
He'll
mechanic.
be all ready to
and
go.
he
I'll pay him. I
Yes.
don't care. I'll just pay
Yes.
him. I don't care.
Absolutely.
So there was that. But then today, along with that, I had to go get turkeys because Monday, while Lisa and I were out, we were at the Wegmans and the Wegmans in Leesburg.
Oh my gosh.
This was just Monday. So we were getting our turkeys and they have the fresh turkey. So we're just going to get the turkey breast, right? So we walk up to get the turkey breast and everything is taped off with the caution tape, don't cross stuff, right? And we're like, what the hell is going on?
to get into Wegmans?
Yeah. No, not into the Wegmans,
Oh,
but
into the
where they had the
turkey section.
turkeys.
Oh,
right?
okay. I got you.
And I was just like, well, wait, what is happening? So we walk over to the deli and the deli guys, he's closing up because it's later and he's closing up everything. And we're like, well, what is going on? Can I get a turkey? And he goes, oh yeah, you need to go talk to the meat guy. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is the meat guy? Can you just point me out? So he points me over to that guy and I walk over and I ask him and he's completely clueless. And I go, I just want to get a fresh turkey and this is where they usually are. Oh yeah, we had an electrical fire and we had to move all the turkeys out of here. They'll be available tomorrow. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
You did an accent. I loved
Do
it.
you like that one?
They'll be available tomorrow.
They'll be available tomorrow. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding, right?
Dave did a voice. I love it.
So we get whatever we could purchased at everything else.
So you had to go back out today to get the turkeys.
And that's
what
why I
you're
went
saying.
out today along with that. And again, like your Costco trip.
Yeah.
Jesus, Wegmans was
Oh
just
my God, I can't.
wall to
Oh my
wall.
gosh,
and
dude.
everybody was
Seriously?
fighting over every little thing. Like they had plenty of potatoes, like bags of potatoes, right? For
Mm-hmm.
example, they had plenty of bags of potatoes. But you know what? 5 people wanted the one bag of potatoes I was grabbing. And I was like, wait, what the? I wanted that one.
No,
I just grabbed that one.
They wanted it too.
They needed
it didn't
and
have
pulled
the
it
rotten,
out from
rotten
under
potato on
my
it.
hand. I
Wow,
can't believe that
that's
just
funny.
happened. So yeah, that was a lot of that. And I got Lisa a
Tis
turkey
the
cookie,
season.
and I was just like,
A
I'm
turkey
done.
cookie? Oh, shaped
Yeah,
like
it was a turkey
cookie
icing,
shaped like
you
a
know,
turkey.
like
Okay.
it's
Yes,
it was
yes.
actually a
those
pumpkin
are at the entrance, right?
upside down, and then it had the turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
ones where they do
I
it,
got her a turkey, and I was just like feeling better that I got her a turkey cookie. And
Gotcha.
yeah, so that was it. So that is again. Why I need cameras following me everywhere. Because
Seriously, because we need to do some streaming stuff, and that's the stuff we
Jesus.
need to,
I really should. I
just
should
need
just
to-
wear a camera on me, like a vest,
Right.
like the police
Yeah,
vest.
the police, exactly. The
Right.
police
And I'll
cam.
just let everyone know, hey, you're being recorded if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Sign this waiver, or I'll blur your face out, that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Something.
I'm sure that Malloy would have an issue with that.
Oh my
now,
gosh!
because I am telling you right
this
now.
is the third thing this year that should have been filmed worthy.
Yeah.
See, there you go, lip smacking again.
There we
Did you like
go.
that last week when I dropped that back?
Yeah,
in?
that was perfect.
Dropped
I
your
liked
lip
that.
smack
That
back
was
in.
very nice. I have corrections.
Oh, corrections. Yes.
And then we can move to News of the Weird.
Okay.
Our corrections here. Penny Hardaway. He played
right.
for the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Yeah,
It was the Orlando
that was the one.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
But he was with the Phoenix Suns, New York Knicks, and also the Miami Heat, where he ended his career at 2007. He is a college coach now.
Nice.
For the
Good for you, Penny.
the Atlantic Coast Conference. ACC,
Okay, yeah.
Memphis Tigers.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Way to go, Penny.
The word brazen is a word.
Brazen.
Brazen, BRAZEN.
ED.
Bold without shame.
Oh,
Being bold
brazen.
without shame.
Oh.
Brazen, and braised is a word, and it's fried, then stewed slowly.
So it
in
is
a large pot.
braised.
It's
Okay.
braised.
Because
and
I was like, is that?
brazen.
Yeah, because
It's just how it's
braised and
spelled.
brazen.
Yeah, the
but
English language, I
braised.
swear. God.
Okay, it was a word.
Completely
It did,
frozen.
because
And you know how many
literally when I
times I had
said
to
it,
type
it didn't
that out?
sound like a word though, right? Like brazened, and
Brazen.
immediately I was like, that just doesn't sound right.
Brazened. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was the nog. It was the nog
It was
last
the
week.
nog.
Though. That's
you were,
what I'm blaming
you
it
were
on.
adding two. You had 2 words. Yes.
Blaming it on the nog.
Exactly. Okay. So do we want to do the? Okay. So we wanted to have a new segment.
Yes, news of the weird.
News of the
Dave,
weird.
I'm really letting Dave drive this episode right now, which I don't mind. I'm fine
So
with.
these are some of the stories that I found on an exact and a website, and they just report on the most bizarre and unique stories. Some of them are like, okay, we can skip that one, but some of them just hit home. And now I want you to pick a number between 1 and 7.
Okay, there's 7 different stories.
7 individual stories that I gathered, and this
Okay.
was like 2 weeks ago. We've had so much crap,
Right,
that
we've
I've been
been
pushing these
bumping
off.
this,
So
you
I
know,
had to update one of the stories because the dates were wrong on it,
Oh,
and
okay.
another one that I found that I had to add to it.
Okay.
So,
So I'm picking a number between 1 and 7.
Right.
And I can literally pick any number, and you're just going to tell me the one you want to tell me.
Right, and then
so
that's true too. But let's assume that I'm actually gonna do the randomness of this and have it because we were gonna roll
so
a
you
dice.
have your
but there's no
story.
7
You have your
dice.
stories on your phone listed.
They're all right here, 1 through
down.
7.
So
So-
number 1 is 1, number 2 is 2, number 3.
Let's do
not
that.
Not if I say 5 and you go, well, 3 is the one I wanted to tell
Right,
you.
no, but no, that's not going to
Okay,
happen
that's not-
because
okay.
I will eliminate that one. And for the next time we do News of the Weird,
I think I'm going to go 5.
5. Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Crime that is hard to follow. A woman who pleaded guilty to murdering the wife of a man that she later married is being released. The 61-year-old dressed as a clown to commit the murder and served 7 years in custody.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Palm Beach in Florida.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course. I actually did see that story a couple weeks ago too, and
Right.
was dying laughing because it was just like, so yeah.
Yeah.
Kills the woman to marry the guy.
To marry the
like,
guy,
and
but
then
dressed
gets
as a clown to
Right,
do it.
dressed as a clown.
Why?
And then there was
That
some.
that's
yeah.
what I was like.
And I was like,
why?
what?
Was was she already in clown? Like she was
I don't know. Is
pre-dressed
she in
as a clown for Halloween, and she just
Yeah.
happened to be in
Oh,
that.
by
She
the
was
way,
like
oh, there's that bitch Barbara.
moment of opportunity, right?
Yeah, and just go
I
take
really
her
like
out.
her husband. I am a clown now. I can do it.
Yeah, Ken
Yes.
is a good-looking man. I like
Exactly.
that.
Yep.
Fuck you, Barbara.
Yep. Right.
Going
right.
down.
Yep. So there we go. So there's that one. And that one is
Okay.
now being deleted, and we will
Off the
move
list, so
Off
we'll
the
move on.
list. So yeah. Did you want to try another one? Do we have
No,
time?
let's say
Or-
that's
you bet.
Yeah, we're
Not
just
a problem,
we're-
because the
this
other
might
ones are-
be a short episode tonight.
The other
'cause
ones are just timeless,
just
so,
we'll save them and we'll get them in because I think that was a good segment.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
cool.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so TVs and movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Oh,
in
I've got.
the sad news. Yeah, Chuck Woolery died.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I totally missed that one.
That was yesterday. Yesterday. 83 years old. Chuck Woolery. He was the original host of Wheel of Fortune before Pat Sajak.
Mhm. Yeah. When they used to have to actually buy the prizes in the showcase.
Oh yeah, they won the
Remember?
money, and then they had a certain amount of money
Right.
they could go shopping
Yeah.
with and buy
I'll
like
get the lamp
I
for
want the
$200.
Dalmatian.
How much money do I have? Oh, just
Gotta-
put the rest on a gift card. You
and
know,
get the
it's like-
Dalmatian, the
Right.
porcelain
Oh, right.
Dalmatian.
Yeah,
The porcelain
yeah.
Dalmatian
Right.
was like a fixture.
The
on
ones that
yeah.
actually won like a lot, they would like buy everything in it.
Yeah.
And it was like, well,
Crazy.
I don't want that rug. That rug is ugly, but I got to buy it because I have the money. So
Right.
yeah. That's
Okay. Anyway, so yes, he was the original host of Wheel of Fortune
Wheel of
many
Fortune.
years ago. Then he did
Yeah.
Love Connection, and then
Yes.
coined the phrase "We'll be back in 2 and 2"
Yes.
because that was the commercials.
Yes,
Before commercials.
2.
We'll be back
Yes,
in 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
He made that famous. It
Nice.
was famous as a talk game show
As you
host.
can make it. Right.
And he also did stuff on Game Show Network. My wife and I used to watch. Was it Lingo? He did, I think.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like today's Wordle.
Like
Like you have
got to
a
figure out
board
the
of like,
word.
and you
and
got
if
5 tries to figure
single
out the letters.
pop
in-
out, and then
It was Wordle before Wordle, I guess. Or
Oh,
maybe
I
I
thought
don't
it
know.
was
How
one
old is
word,
Wordle?
and then that word had like one missing. Like you would have like love, and then the next
Well, it'd have to be
word would be
loved.
live, and then the next one would be hive. and
No,
then-
that's a different show.
that's a different
yeah,
one.
that's a different
Oh,
one.
I'm getting
That's
all
not-
mixed up. Then
I think I don't know. We can go look up some YouTube episodes of
I
Chuck
believe
Woolery.
but that's why we have
Lingo.
corrections every time.
So yeah, we'll after the show we're gonna check on that to see if that's the way the show was or if it was like
lingo,
Wordle.
lingo,
Yeah, called
the word,
Lingo
the
on
game show,
Game Show
lingo.
Network.
We're gonna have to.
Anyway, yes.
We're gonna have to.
Today, Terrifier 3 came out on demand video pay whatever where you
were
can buy it
watching
or
when
rent
I
it.
came in.
Of course, I bought it. And I bought it on Amazon, so I'll always have it in my
Yeah.
Amazon account.
Right.
So I go to my Amazon account and I was like $24.99 or something like that to buy, and I was like, I know that I have Amazon
But
video credits,
yeah.
because when you delay your shipment or like, hey, take your time with the shipment, and they'll
Mhm.
here we're going
It doesn't have to be
we're going to put
tomorrow,
a
but-
dollar
Yeah.
credit on your video account or
Well, that's
whatever.
nice
if
of
you're because they're so backed up, like if you could wait a day or two, that's
Please.
doesn't have
Please
to be tomorrow.
do. Right.
Yeah, and they give you a little credit. So I had like $4 or $5 in Amazon credits. I'm like, boom. I'm like, all right, I just made it under $20.
Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
of course I bought it. So I have it. And then when Dave walks in, I'm watching.
Still, he's in.
I'm watching. I said, I own it now. I can
Yeah,
watch it
you
whenever
probably-
I want.
You probably, what, you
I don't
watch it
have
like
to
6
get up.
times today. Is
No,
it
I
today?
actually was busy because I was at Costco.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
I don't, in 25 minutes.
Right.
No, so but I told Dave, I was like, yeah, I can watch it whenever I want now. I don't have to
Yeah, you can just
put a DVD
start it,
in.
Stop
I hit
it,
start, stop,
again.
just like exactly.
perfect.
It's amazing how technology works
Isn't it amazing?
this year?
Yes,
And I'm
exactly.
just getting this. The Beetlejuice got its released streaming date. It will be on Max starting on December 6th.
Yeah. I saw on the weekend reports that it's still stuck at 290.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to inch across. I don't
know if
I
it
don't think it can do
I mean,
another
even
6.
if it does
Yeah.
do anything,
I was hoping it was
with,
going to hit 300. But
I just don't know. 6 million to make that one.
Exactly. So on December 6th, I'll get to watch Beetlejuice finally.
Oh,
no
perfect.
comment.
Without
Moving on.
me. Right.
Moving on.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
even need me.
So-
What? Wow. So my issue
Okay.
was that everything up to this weekend was a wicked gladiator, I guess, battle, because
Yeah.
they were going head to head this weekend.
And Wicked beat out Gladiator too, right?
Oh, they really did. Like
wow.
a lot.
Because Wicked did what, 116 or something like that? 116?
112. 112.
Okay.
Gladiator hit 55.
Oh,
The Santa one, red one, that fell back down to
because
13.
that was its second week, right?
Yeah. And then I don't even know this one at Bonhoeffer. I don't even know. It made
I saw
5
that on the
million.
list and I was like,
I don't even know what that was.
I vaguely remember what it is. We'll research it after the
yeah.
episode.
Oh, yeah, right. And then Venom's still hanging on there.
Yeah,
at,
Venom's still on
3.8. But my problem was they were
Oh, now you have a problem with the box office.
I
numbers.
do.
God damn you, Dave.
Because-
He is just wound up this week, people.
because
He
Wicked-
he has got you need to go to a Caps game and unleash this fury. Is what you
Part of
need
the
to
problem that they had was they were arguing whether they should be able to sing or not in the movie
do. No.
when they go
Yeah.
to see the movie.
So yeah, I saw that same thing that like
Bitter.
AMC theaters put up their little message saying, please
don't
do not sing along.
Right.
And there was one, it wasn't AMC, but it was a different theater, even posted, please do not sing along. We are going to have a sing along version on Christmas Day.
Yeah, okay,
so come back
perfect,
on
right?
Christmas Day and do the sing along.
Spend more money, right?
Yeah,
that's
come back
a
and see it
time
again.
they should do that, right? That should be a thing, whatever, for the people that want to do that. They do it to all the musicals anyway.
Yeah,
why not
absolutely.
just have that as a thing, right? But my problem was they've got these influencers on the video saying, go ahead, just sing.
Just
they can't do
do-
anything
oh, yeah.
to you. You paid your money.
Oh, my
Screw
God.
you.
No, not when a company's policy, and it has been for years, that you're not allowed to talk or whatever in theaters and whatever. They tell you that right up front before you start watching. So it's shut the fuck up. You're in the theater.
I am getting a call.
What?
This is in real time.
Oh my God.
Sydney just called me and I got an emergency text. Am I allowed to eat the dumplings that are in the fridge?
That's the emergency.
That's the emergency. And she had to call me while we're on online on broadcast.
That is funny. So Dave brought me tonight the chicken and dumplings, which he said he was going to bring, that he was making for the holidays. So he said he would bring me one, and he brought me one tonight. So Sydney's not sure if that was for me, because I'm sure he told her one was for me. And so now she wants to know if it's okay to eat the dumplings in the fridge.
Right.
Yeah,
now,
they're not
here's
Pern.
the thing.
Pern got his.
I mean, I made a tub, like a serious big ass tub of them. Do I make her wait?
Yes.
Because they're Thanksgiving stuff. There's
Yes.
Thanksgiving. I made them for Thanksgiving. After that, you can annihilate them all.
Agreed. Tell her no, she can't have them right now.
I did. I said those were Thanksgiving.
I stand with you 100%, Dave. Good parenting.
You're going to look at that
27-year-old.
vat of dumplings out there and tell me that we don't have enough if you have one bowl now. You know what? It just starts as one bowl.
Right.
Then
and
what
then,
happens?
and then
Tomorrow it's
and then
lunch.
Chase goes, oh, I like those too. I want to have a
Right,
bowl.
and then now I don't have
And then
any
Donna
dumplings.
comes down and goes, oh, we're having dumplings? Oh, yeah,
That-
okay. And then she's
You know that won't happen. But anyway, that's the whole thing.
okay. Moving on.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, I just made those like yesterday for Thanksgiving.
Wait another 24 hours.
The reason why I'm making them is so that we can have them.
Yes, for the
on
dinner.
Thanksgiving.
No, I'm with you.
I'm
100%.
And it wasn't a lot because I gave you the one container, but I did make an entire.
Oh, you know what we can do after the show? You can do the video of me eating mine. You can send it to Sid and say, Pern says they're great. And send it to your daughter.
Taste test. Yes.
Oh, these were so good. Sid, you should really get these on Thursday. That's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of other food stuff that I had, I went down this rabbit hole of, I saw this one product that was for the holidays.
Right.
So all of the, food and soda and companies and everybody's got their whole thing. So one of our listeners in Texas, Joanna, Texas, we can say Joanna, Texas, she had sent me a text or message a couple of weeks ago, and one of them was for the sodas that were coming out and that were all different versions. I think I don't remember if it's Sprite or whatever. One of them was Sprite Vanilla Frost, which is being released in time for the holidays in December. It will only be available at Kroger grocery stores.
Okay.
Or Kroger-owned grocery stores, like Harris Teeter is owned by Kroger.
Oh, Kroger. Okay.
So Harris Teeter might have.
So, yeah.
So I might have to ask you when you go to the Teeter if you can.
Oh gosh, yes.
If you can find the Sprite Vanilla Frost, a 12-pack of them, I'll pay you back as soon as you get here.
Okay.
So.
Sprite Vanilla Frost.
Sprite,
please.
So it should be available within the next week in stores.
Well, you mentioned the cherry, also the loving of the cherry with the whipped cream.
Yes.
I saw a recipe, and seriously, it was almost nothing to do that. I did it while I was making dumplings.
The cherries in with the whipped
it's
cream
the cherries,
and then freezing
the
it,
whipped
right?
cream. There was so it was cherries.
Because the crusts were pre-made, right?
Yeah, I just grabbed those, and you don't even need those. The recipe that I had was just mix this in a bowl and just eat it straight with a spoon. It was the Cool Whip and condensed milk. which adds it a little bit. But you do the condensed milk with the cherry pie filling so that it kind of blends in with the cherry pie filling. So it's not liquidy at all. It actually held itself together. And then when you fold that into the Cool Whip, oh my gosh. And it is very good. It is pretty good.
Okay.
So then you dump that into the crusts and everything.
That's going to be our dessert tomorrow night after
little
dinner.
Itty bitty cherry pies.
I think that's going to be, well, here, I've got something for you. Then hold on, I'm rolling back my chair.
God, no, you weren't. This is what I was trying to catch up with because you got wine for Lise.
Exactly. Oh, that's not a thing. So this is for you and your family for the holidays. You can add it to your Thanksgiving table. It's your own 5-pound bag, of Harborough Happy Cherries, which are the best.
Those were gone. Like I didn't get any more after when you gave me that bag to take with me.
You should have asked me last week.
Gone.
I told you I always have a full bag on hand.
Oh, that's funny as hell. But I mean, it was just funny because I was just, if I leave anything out, it's like leaving it out for the dog to eat off the top.
Right.
It's just going to go.
Like the loaf of bread.
And that's fine because that's kind of how the house works, right? If you don't put a note on it, like, I'm saving this, do not eat.
And then somebody still eats it.
It's gone. And if someone, then it's a problem.
Game.
But exactly. Well, thank you very much. So they will love this.
Well, yeah. So you guys can have that out in your little candy dish or something.
We need more sugar, especially coming up with the dinner.
About it, right?
So perfect.
Well, you can set those down if you want to stop crinkling.
That's 5 pounds of
5 pounds
weight
of Happy Cherries
that I had to carry.
Happy Cherries. They're one of my favorite candies. Okay, so Krispy Kreme is doing their monthly. Every month they do like a whatever, like the November one was a Thanksgiving dinner pie,
right?
Donuts. Mm-hmm. They have announced that for December they will be Grinch Christmas donuts.
Oh,
they did a tie-in with Dr. Seuss Grinch, all that stuff like that. They are going to have one that's a Grinch head with cream filling.
Okay, Is the cream filling green?
I don't know. I couldn't see, but it's his head is like
is green.
Right? Is the whatever? So it's it's done like a glazed donut. With I don't know whatever there's one of them.
Okay.
The other one there's a Cindy Who strawberry glazed donut, which was really cute. They also have the Grinch standing on a pile of snow with the chocolate sprinkle donut as the background. So it's kind of like like he's standing outside, but on a dark night because it's So I was like, okay, I got that.
Okay, cool.
And then they have the Santa red. They've done I think this one in the past. It's just the circle donut with cream filled in it, or Boston cream type, and it's just red. And it's like his belt buckle going across the middle of the
that's
donut.
An easy one, yeah.
So that's an easy one.
Cool.
So those will be out in the next hopefully week. Or they said all the stuff I looked up said December. The Little Debbie snack cakes, those we've had this around since we were kids. Yeah, so those are back, and their PR department this year has been working overtime because in past years ever, those things have been around since we've been kids, and we've had them as kids. They're like the little almost waxy, sugary little tree, Little Debbie cake. Right. It's like sponge cake with a layer of cream and no more sponge cake, and then they glaze it with this.
But they use the sugar. The colored sugar as opposed to like sprinkles. Yeah. So you get that kind of little sugary crunch. You're just eating straight sugar.
Yeah, it's just all straight sugar.
I mean, it really is just sugar. Sugar with sugar and wrapped in sugar. Yeah.
So this year I've seen already a martini. And it gives you the recipe like it's 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of cream de cocoa, whatever. And it was like and then you stick your little Debbie tree on the rim as the garnish.
The tree is on the side
edge of the glass.
This glass. Your I couldn't believe the glass wasn't tipping over. It was a
if
whole
tree. If you noticed, it wasn't a traditional martini glass either.
It had a bigger.
It looked like just a slightly bigger wine glass.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Not like
Right.
Anyway, so that was one we saw. Then I saw every year. At Christmas or the holidays, my wife makes a trifle, which is like a layered, with cake and just whatever. And you can make different flavor ones. And so every year they do a different one. Mm-hmm. And I saw one for the Little Debbie Christmas tree cake.
Wow.
Trifle, where you crush up a bunch of them first and use that as your cake layer in the middle as you put your whipped cream or whatever in custard or whatever in the layers, and then on the very top you just then plant the trees on the top too. So you used probably 16 boxes of Little Debbie
trees, on top of this
get
trifle.
enough to make this trifle.
Yeah, you're not getting enough in the actual trifle. You also have to eat them off the top to get to the trifle.
To get
That's
through.
lovely.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, the one that I I saw was that they take the trees themselves and just grind them into just nothing,
Ew.
and then
Well, why bother?
squeeze them together into little balls and then cover those with chocolate.
Ew.
And I was like, but isn't that
No, thank
the
you.
tree? I mean, and they were
Aren't you
those
just
were truffles?
You're just
that they
making
were
it into a different shape.
right.
You're
exactly.
taking the same thing and just
Right. And you
making
didn't
it.
really
You're
do
just
much
changing
to
the shape.
that.
The shape. You're not changing the taste. You're not changing.
No,
You're just
it's
changing
exactly
literally
the
the
same.
outside shape of it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
and
that is
calling it
so-
a truffle.
And calling it
basically.
a truffle.
It's just a truffle. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, but that's just the flavor. But you might as well have just cut those into squares.
Oh, that just sounds
and-
stupid.
and
And then roll
really
them
let
around
'em
like
go.
I don't know, whatever. Okay.
Right, yeah,
So then Dairy Queen, they've got their holiday blizzards
Oh,
are
good.
back. They have their famous frozen hot cocoa and the peppermint hot cocoa blizzards at Dairy Queen. So you can get. I've never had either one of those.
No, I haven't either. But the hot cocoa one sounds really good.
It does sound quite, frozen hot cocoa sounds really appealing. Oreo holiday cookies coming out. They have a new one this year that there's 5 different designs.
Right.
I don't in the bag, and it has on the side either a candy cane, a gingerbread man, a penguin, a snowman, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Just a picture, or just
It's
imprinted
in the cookie, you know, where it says
Yeah.
Oreo.
Oh, yeah,
That character, one of those 5 things would be imprinted on it. And the cream on the inside is a layer of red and a layer of green. So it's like a double stuff, but with green. And then on the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one, there's a hole in the cookie where when you squeeze the top on it, his nose pops out with the green cream or the
Ooh.
red cream.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
okay. I was like,
The wrong
ew,
color.
but okay. Now I was
the
getting it.
green cream.
Oh,
Ew.
ew. He's
That's only for the
oozing,
Grinch
Mom.
and Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, so good. Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Edible.
Anyway, so the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer will have the red cream side, like little nose hole
Perfect.
on that. So
Perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
Oreo always.
Is it really that? Is the filling actually that thin that you can do that without
Yeah.
destroying the freaking cookie?
Absolutely. That's what the normal layer of
Really?
filling is now on a normal Oreo is like next to nothing. It's all cookie.
Oh.
And there's like, is there some white cream in there?
Is there any filling
something in the?
this? Oh, okay.
No, I guess they're not Oreos.
Okay,
anymore.
well, I guess if it works.
Then Wendy's went up $3.34 in the stock market yesterday after announcing the Green Holiday Dave Single and doubles this year.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
really?
That's fake news. That was fake.
Nice.
That was all the rest are real. That was the fake one.
$3.44.
Yeah.
What amount did you get? Where'd you pull that?
That actually was Wendy's closing stock.
Oh, it was. So it
Increased
did go up, but not because of the
$3.34.
Nice.
Oh, the Pepsi, Crazy Pepsi. They do their holiday drinks every year, which I didn't know about because I don't drink Pepsi.
Right.
I'm a Coke person. Sorry.
It happens.
My daughter loves Pepsi though. She loves the caffeine-free diet Pepsi or whatever. And
Right.
I'm just like, are you really my daughter? Are you my kid? Like, this is a Coke house.
Hey,
Coca-Cola products,
just-
not none of this Pepsi
just
stuff.
being contrary.
Pepsi's coming out with a 0 sugar gingerbread mini
Ew.
like can.
Really?
So like a little 8-ounce can, not a full 12-ounce.
Right.
And
Thank
on,
goodness,
on
'cause
December
who drink
4th.
that much crap.
Yeah, on December 4th, it'll be a Pepsi 0 sugar gingerbread flavor.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
And do you remember in 2020 when Pepsi released for their Christmas flavor the Pilk?
I barely remember the stories that I have to come in with.
Okay, the Pilk is Pepsi mixed with the milk and then
Ugh.
sealed in a can.
Oh, God.
I was like, I think I just threw up in the back of my mouth right there.
Isn't that, but okay. So I know that there were things that were called the purple cow or something like that, where the combinations were some kind of like knee high and milk.
Oh yeah.
So there
some
were these
sort
kind of combinations. And I think that
That's
has some
kinda
kind
weird.
of name,
Yeah.
like a specific combination, like
Well,
Coke
I'll have
and
to-
milk kind of thing, where it's
Yeah.
the caramel
Where
with
you
the milk.
I don't know. I just don't. Just
Ugh.
the soda with milk. I mean,
No,
I guess it's the
I
same
don't
thing
know.
if you get like a root beer float because you're just having frozen milk because it's ice cream and
Oh, I
like,
guess so.
I don't know. I'm so torn right now. Anyway, okay, so
Carbonated
7-Eleven is getting in the holiday spirit as well,
Mhm.
and this is real. They have their seasonal coffees like normal. They're going to have a cookie butter croissant where it's cookie butter spread and brown sugar on a croissant.
Okay.
I'm like, are we in Paris or are we in 7-Eleven? Where the fuck? When did 7-Eleven get so bourgeois?
I don't know, right? Well, it got to cater. Got to cater.
I was like, wow, that sounds really fancy for 7-Eleven.
That does sound a little bit fancy and a little bit involved. Like, who's making that, or is it pre-made?
No,
is
those
it just going to come out of an
literally
envelope?
they put them in a baker, like a little oven, like when they do the fresh baked cookies at Subway, and they just put them in there, pop them out. It's an easy. Yeah, they're not going to make. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, Starbucks doesn't make all of those little egg things either. They come in little envelopes.
They get shipped in every morning.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
kind of it's going to be like that, right? I mean,
yeah. Anyway, so they also have their holiday donut. Yeah.
The cookie dough.
We went off too much on the butter croissant. Exactly. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
sorry.
They're going to have their holiday donut.
Cut that.
And then cut that. Go back, change it, cut it. And they say other items coming December 1st. I'm like, what? Like a holiday Slurpee cup or something? Like what? What's the?
Candy cane.
Right. And then finally I had was the McDonald's holiday pie is back. And apparently people, just got to have their McDonald's holiday pie. It's, the same thing as like one of their hot apple pies. But yeah, is it custard filled with like icing and sprinkles on the top or something like that?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I've never had one.
I've never had it either. It's the first time I've ever heard of that.
You've never heard of the McDonald's holiday pie?
I have never. No.
Oh
I
my
have not.
gosh!
Our expert should send us what's actually in it.
You need a new Lisa on life.
Is that what it is? I can't get to McDonald's. It was my current Lisa.
Right. You need a new Lisa on life.
I need a new Lisa. Yeah, that's funny.
Glad you like that one. Yeah. So maybe Angie. Yeah, we could. Dave needs a sample of.
I just want to know what's in it. I mean, she can just tell us what's in it. I don't need to have one. Anyway, so your tradition of watching the parade, which you only see the end of it, but now you're never going to see any of it.
Thanksgiving Day parade.
I have the list of balloons that we possibly are going to see or may want to see.
Was Kermit wearing a Santa hat in there?
Well, the new one is going to be a mini balloon, and she's going to debut this year at the parade.
Minnie Mouse,
okay,
right?
Cool. And she's going to join her friends Mickey, Pluto, Donald, and Goofy.
Right. What's the company she works for?
That one weird company.
They need a little more publicity, don't they?
I'm just saying. I didn't bring it up. I just brought that. Okay. They are in that, and it's weird because that's an NBC, which is Universal. So
because CBS is dropping the parade,
right?
Yeah, I saw that.
CBS.
CBS was like, nah, we're not doing it anymore.
Right, and ABC will probably have the Christmas parade in the park,
right? The different parade, yeah.
They have that one
because it used to be all three networks showed the same parade with their own coverage.
Exactly,
people, and it was
same as like the Rose Bowl parade too. Yeah. They would have different versions of it, but it's the same.
So now
parade.
It's just going to be NBC owning it.
NBC having the only parade. So these are some of the other balloons that I was listening or seeing, and I'm like, I don't know some of these.
Okay,
have you heard of Extraordinary Nora?
Maybe.
Okay, that one I've never heard of.
No.
The Elf on a Shelf, of course.
Of course.
And I said, well, they need a Snoop on a stoop.
Yeah,
balloon,
they need Snoop on a stoop.
They have the elf. You might as well.
With the little smoke machine inside just coming on.
Right, yeah. Exactly. DreamWorks Gabby. Have you ever heard of that one?
I think so.
Okay. I think that the next one, Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Nope.
I was like, I guess, I don't know. It's an anime thing. And I said, well, they need the female Titan from Attack on Titan. If you've seen it and know what I'm talking about.
Powerpuff Girls?
That would be a little bizarre. Oh, that wouldn't be bad. I think I've seen them.
Did they have one years ago when they were popular?
When all the Nickelodeon
was that 20 years ago?
Ones coming through? Yeah, I
Can you
think
believe
so.
Powerpuff Girls is like 20 years old?
Well, speaking of Nickelodeon,
Mojo Jojo.
Marshall.
I am Mojo Jojo.
That's funny. We brought that up while we were joking around during the car sale
Love
thing.
Mojo Jojo.
So that's funny. Nickelodeon's Marshall and Spin Master from Paw Patrol.
Okay.
I would have loved to have seen Ren and Stimpy, to be honest. I mean,
yeah.
Where were they? And I don't even know if they were there. And then you've got.
Are you going to nominate them for next year? For
that
the
might
Oscar?
Need to be, right? And then, of course, you have the Marvels Spider-Man, which we were wondering if they were going to show it. And the one that I think that it would look like is the one from Electric Company, not like the original ones, you know?
Okay.
It's going to look like that one.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
I know. That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, 70s child molester
right.
Halloween costume.
Where it's like just all cloth.
You want to see my web?
Right. And if it gets wet, he's just dripping, soaking wet in his suit. Yeah. That. So there we go.
Cool. Sports. Let's go through sports real quick. I don't know if everybody saw. I'm sure nobody has because nobody really cares anymore. The Paul Tyson fight there have been accusations come out that the whole thing was staged. And I'm like, It was almost like a WWF or WWE wrestling event. It was like so ridiculous.
They were showing him pulling up. Like they were going round by round.
I see that video. They showed
after
Tyson
in round
pulling
2 or
punches
3 when
and
Paul
not connecting.
ties him up. He says something to him, supposedly.
And says something, says, hey, man, think about the money or something. Because they each got, if they finished the fight, they got
they would get it anyway, right?
Or something.
So, but my problem is that they were showing that, right? They were going through it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it and thinking that Mike Tyson was not able to hold his own, right? And then they showed the comparison where the first 2 rounds he was chasing Paul around the ring
because he was scared.
He was terrified he was going to catch one on the chin. And then after that, we were saying, oh, he's so tired. Maybe that's true. Maybe he wasn't. He just kind of held back because he was like,
I don't know.
We're going to make the paycheck. I don't need you killing me.
He could have knocked that kid out at least 4 times.
Oh, God, yes. And you could see where he was holding up, too, because he did pull punches where he was swinging in and then stopped in mid-swing.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be a rematch. Ugh. I don't know. I'm over that. We're retiring that like AI.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Tyson Paul's.
That was our last. Yeah, there's no need to bring it back up.
In NHL news, Ovechkin, who got injured, and we said that last week after scoring 2 goals, he has a broken fibula.
Fibula, of all things.
He broke his leg, and he's a broken fibula.
4 to 6?
Yeah, they're saying, or no, I think they're saying 6 to 8.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, it won't be till after the first of the year.
Well, they have proven that they can win, but
they won 1. They're 1 and 2 right now without him.
Yeah.
Well, so but they finally looked good last night against Florida Panthers, who just won the Stanley Cup.
Who just won. Yeah.
That was a good Florida team too.
Yeah. You were telling me.
Yeah. So anyway, so Ovi, he'll be back, after the first of the year, hopefully. And the good thing about that with a broken bone, it heals on itself.
Right.
So there's not like torn ligaments and damage and stuff that you have to go through PT and rehabilitate, and all that stuff.
Or they're outstretched or anything.
Yeah, once the bone heals, he's healed, and it's like, okay, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks.
Point, yeah.
So luckily, it wasn't something, like I said, tendon or knee, ACL,
that would
MCL,
cause a
because that would be
or
through the rest of the season or what? Yeah, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up with some NFL Blitz.
NFL Blitz. Browns, Titans, Vikings, Cowboys. Your Cowboys won.
Cowboys. Did you see any of that?
No.
Okay, hold on. So I got to work and didn't even think about football. We didn't have it on in the lobby TVs. I just walked into the office, and it wasn't until like 8 or 9 o'clock I saw the highlight, their little caption, Cowboys beat Commanders. I'm like, what? I completely didn't even pay attention because there was 0 chance in my mind that the Cowboys were going to win that game.
Right.
And I was like, there is no freaking way. And then when I saw what happened, where it's like, a kick return for a touchdown for the Cowboys. And then was there an onside kick for the Commanders? Or
I don't think so. I think it was a regular kick, but they tied it at 27,
and then
right?
tied it,
but they missed the
point after
extra point. I was like, you got to be kidding. And then the Cowboys then still came down and scored on the kickoff for that one. I was just like, you got to be kidding.
But they were trying to do an onside kick again, and they kick it straight to the Cowboys player. And I don't even know if it went 10 yards, but the player's allowed to advance to receive it.
Right.
It just can't be, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a whole different rule set.
Oh my God, it's so crazy now. He stepped up, and there were like 5 Commanders defender players ready to collapse on him, and he just squeezes right through the middle of them and pops out and goes hauling ass.
And just goes all the way.
And it was like, holy shit.
I didn't even see that.
Like, how did he get out of that? Oh, I'll have to show you. It's like literally 5 Commanders guys are ready to take him down and tackle him, and he just squeezes right through them.
Wow.
They all miss.
Okay. And then Dolphins, Chiefs, Bucks, Lions, Broncos, Eagles, Packers, Seahawks, Ravens. I didn't think there was anything outstanding. I did get to see the wrap up, but I didn't see the wrap up with the Cowboys game. But I didn't see any game that had any kind of craziness or over the top stuff.
It was the Commanders Cowboys game.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a little bit of so I guess the Commanders are just trying to find a way to lose at this point.
Well, now they've lost what? 3 out of the last
now.
5 or something like that, or
3 in a
4
row.
out of the.
So they got 3 in a row now. So
and they were on top of the NFC East,
they were
and of course the
7-2,
Eagles are now like 9-3.
They're gonna play. Yeah, they're out of it. They're gone. I mean, they're now everybody's in their rearview mirror because the Eagles are just putting it together.
Because the NFC East is just shit.
Oh, so. I can't even figure it out anymore.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, so the The Thursday games, I looked them up.
Oh yeah, what were they again?
Bears Lions is the.
Oh yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
This is all going to
and
be.
then there's the 3:00 Chiefs game.
This is premature because it's all done.
I know.
The what?
Isn't there the Chiefs at 3:00?
That's Friday.
Oh,
they're doing that one on Black Friday. That's the one that's playing on.
Oh, that's on Netflix.
No, that's out actually.
Yeah, that's the Netflix one.
No, that's
the Chiefs game.
That's a Christmas Day one. That's not that one.
Oh, it's not that game.
That's not that one, but it's
gotcha.
Chiefs Raiders.
Oh, okay.
That's on the Friday.
Yeah.
But your Cowboys are playing the Giants, so it should be an interesting one. And the Packers are
earlier in the season. Hold on, earlier in the season when the Cowboys played the Giants, That was the game I watched, and I was like, wow, these two teams. This is like pretty close. I'm watching the game going, because that's what shitty football teams look like playing against each other.
Pretty close to the basement.
This isn't two good teams playing against. This is the bottom of the basement playing. And wow,
I don't know. Cowboys are.
But they tricked me at first. I was like, wow, this is actually a decent game. It's pretty even. I'm like, oh wait, because it's two shitty teams playing.
No, that's just bad. So and then Packers are playing somebody for the night game. I can't remember.
Packers are playing. It's not the Dolphins because I saw the Packers logo and thought, who is it? I don't remember. Oh, well.
Okay, so
we'll get to it. So, yeah, that was Thanksgiving.
Well, it'll
Day,
be gone anyway.
Yep.
And this is immaterial because it's going to be over by the time
exactly.
you hear this.
So we'll just cut all of it, and that's fine. Okay.
Just cut it out.
All right, so I will see you next week.
You bet.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave, and
Fruit Stripe Gum.
Tastes great for 3 seconds. And the good people at Under Armour.
Wear it to feel athletic.
Fatty. Till next time.